Good evening on Christmas Eve, as the kids like to say. I'm on my last character that is still not yet level 53. We look through here, you can see, well, last leveling character. I have a bunch of characters that are like high level, 53, 53, 53, 54. Zalberto is still 50. This is Zalberto. So I pretty much have gotten this down to a science. It depends on, if there's other players in the area, of course, because other people can, affect what you're doing because they might be doing the same thing, so you might have to wait a little bit to, tag the mobs yourself. But I'm in Searing Gorge. I have all my quests lined up. I've already received all the quests. And I have add-ons that are helping me, track things like Questy that is, putting these markers down. So it looks like someone's been here. Oh, nope, they're here. Okay, so I need to make sure I put this little furnace flasks right there so that when I hit the enter key, it, tags the mob. Let me show nameplates. Tag that one with Fairy Fire. Hit enter. There we go. I have changed a couple things. One of the things I changed, I'm just experimenting with it, because to be honest, I didn't experiment as much as I should have when I first played Mists of Pandaria, because I think I had one Druid, which was Brill. So what I did was I changed Ferocious Bite here to Glyph of Savagery. So when I do build, I'm gonna go ahead and hit enter. So when I do, actually, this character has not been updated since. Okay, let me update this character. So let me go in here. Go to S. There we go. So now it's going to begin with Savagery because I can cast it without having any points, right? 0 points, 12 seconds. So I can just go in here, and go like this, cast this, enter key. That's much faster. See that? Kind of a nice thing. Heal myself. I'm over here. So yeah, it's just one of those things that I decided to start trying that glyph because I don't remember ever trying it before. Here's this very far. I've noticed these fire elementals can sometimes do that. So yeah, there's that. So one of the things I'm sort of trying to figure out, and I've remade this a little bit. Like I used to not have rip on my bar. I used to have a thrash macro over here, and actually. One thing I haven't changed yet on him. Go to thrash. There it is. THRS. Thrash macro. So I used to have thrash on my number 3, but I realized I wasn't using it very much, so it seemed like a waste, right? So I don't want to actually put it there. These guys. Now, one thing you'll realize if you do the quest here, Lunk is sort of like your little bestie that shows up to help you with combat, but he's more of a nuisance than a help. But you can avoid having him despawned if you avoid killing any of these human enemies, these steamsmiths, lookers, or whatever, until like the last minute. Over here. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to avoid hitting him. This is a quest mob, part of the quest. Now I could hit rip, and that'll actually do a lot of damage, right? It goes down really fast. I can just sort of sit here and do nothing, and he'll just slowly, well, actually quickly. So that's. I'm going to avoid hitting him. want to save the humanoid dwarves for a while. You'll notice I don't have the... Whoop. Okay, that was weird. I just got phased. Happens sometimes. It's very strange. I just got thrown into a different phase of the zone. Someone, like, too many people here, maybe? Huh. I wonder if the phase extends outward beyond this one zone. It's very disconcerting when that happens. It happens sometimes. So the thing is, if you're dealing with an enemy with a moderate amount of health, like similar to your level of health, it's typically better to do Ferocious Bite, because Savage Roar affects Ferocious Bite, but it should not affect Rip, because Rip is a bleed, right? So it's just bleed. That's it. It's just bleed. So Savage Roar should not affect a bleed. So unless you're dealing with like a really, really high level enemy, it typically is better to end with Ferocious Bite if you're using Savage Roar, which I am. But I will vary it up. You know, I will change it. You sell a fire elemental. These guys have a lot of armor. If I'm going up against like a boss level enemy, like Pillar Clincher or whatever her name is, that does the pillow thing that I'll be doing in a little while here, or the fire elemental that spawns down below, Count or whatever his name is, I will use Rip. Otherwise, I tend not to use it. I mean, I might just use it just because I feel like it. Because it's fun to watch something bleed to death. Because in a game like this, not in real life, but in a game like this, I'm a bit sadistic, as some people can be. This is not real, it's just polygons, right? It's not, no one's suffering, it's just math. So it's sort of fun just to watch the math work in your favor when you hit the right button. Lots of enemies to kill. I have 17 bubbles of rest bonus left. So that's nice. Some people say, you know, feral melee, specifically feral or rogue, is hard to play. It's not hard to play. You just have to get it in the synergy. You just have to understand, and having good tools, like showing the combo points on the enemy, really helps. I'm going to do that with threat plates. So once I can see the combo points on the enemy, assuming I can see the enemy's nameplate, which I can't always see it. Get that one. That'll be nice. I've had about 4 beers, which I haven't had in a long time, because I just don't think about buying beer at the store. So I feel good. I feel like very comfy. It's nice. It's a nice feeling. So if I'm slightly slurry with my words, or a little bit more effusive or emotive or something like that, that is probably why. Okay, now hit enter. Boop. Shrink him down. And hit 5 more after this. Yep, see that resist? The fire elementals seem to resist fairy fire more than I would want. Shrunk down before I kill him. Feel when the That right there is clear cast. Right there, these little vines on the side. It's good to pay attention to the little things that show up. But if you see one above and below, that means I can self-heal. That means that the, whatever it's called, procs when I hit either rip or feral bite. And now if I hit either, if I hit either one of those, it'll actually heal me. Enter. See right there? Predatory swiftness. Healing. Boop. So healing touch I can cast for free, and it's instant. My healing is always on R. R. I do that on every character. Either R or Shift R. And it depends on the class, right? It depends on the character, it depends on the class. So sometimes, like with a hunter, I will put Mend Pet on R. I won't put a self-heal on R. Later on, when I get Exhilaration, I'll put that on Shift R, because that's a self-heal. But the primary thing that I focus on there is keeping the pet alive. So that goes on R. So the most important heal goes on R. And for a hunter, that would be the pet. For someone who can heal himself, that tends to be the self-heal. Not always true. Sometimes I don't do that. Like for Paladin Tank, put Paladin Tank Word of Glory on Shift. Because it's sort of a secondary thing that I care. But I care because I know there's a healer healing me, right? So I don't have to worry so much about healing myself usually. Any more spiders around? So I have a couple more of these. Heal. Now, you might be confused or might be overwhelmed by how many buttons I have down here. I don't even look down here when I'm playing. In fact, I usually don't even look below where my character is, right? Most of this I do from muscle memory. It's 1, 2, 2. I am looking at cooldowns, which is why this bar is up. But I don't look down here. Everything I need is right here. Right below my feet. Look for spiders. I need 2 more spiders. Then I can worry about the Recon Essentials quest. I either do that first or last, just so I can either get it out of the way, or I don't have to think about it until I'm done with everything else. I tend not to want to weave that in because Lunk keeps emoting, "Please stop killing things," and it's annoying. It's like, dude, I kill things. Get used to it. So if I pick it at the beginning, he's like, "Why do you keep killing things? I don't like this." Or if I wait to if I wait to the end, he doesn't do it. If I do it at the very beginning and get it over with, he doesn't do it afterwards because he disappears. Work completed. So now we can do all the Recon Essentials quest. Now you can see that I don't have my Dark Moon Fair buff because it usually takes me about an hour to level 3 to 4 levels. I'll be leveling from 50 to 53 during this hour. I leveled from 46 to 50 in the prior hour. That was when I started in Badlands and worked my way this way. Okay, now watch what happens. I'm going to kill this guy, and as soon as he dies, Lunk will show up. Which is fine. I want him to. Here we go. Lunk. Now he is going to sit on these things. make them feel very uncomfortable once they get it below about 40% health. Thank you, Lunk. Fairy fire. Let's tag the mob. Oop. It's better to avoid tagging the next mob until he does his emote. Okay, that one. We'll wait for him to come over here. All right. One, 1, 2, 4. Come on, over here, Lunk. 1, 1, 2, 4. Heal. Very, very fast combat. Feral Druid is actually quite powerful if you set it up and play it correctly. Oh, see, that one went too fast because I'm so powerful. See how he complained? That's because I got a crit. Did a lot of damage. Enough to kill him very quickly. One more and then I can be done with Lunk. He'll disappear. Once I turn in his quest, which I'll turn in over here, then he'll just sort of fade away. Come on, Lunk. There we go. I'm gonna get a look out spyglass.
Work
Nope.
complete.
Now he'll vanish in a moment. See, there he goes. Bye-bye. Heal. Tag. Savage Roar. Rake. Mangle. Bite. I have so much mage weave that I don't need that I'm trying to sell. I'm just waiting for the price to come up on the auction house. And again, I'm looking for the lookout spyglass. Drops from these guys, as you can tell by the little baggy icon on their nameplate. That little baggy icon right over there. That means this guy drops something that I need. It's part of Questy. And we just keep killing these dwarves until I get what I need. Here. I can't. I had Lunk caught here one time. He was stuck right there. He wouldn't move. He wouldn't engage. There we go.
Work complete.
Yeah. All done with quests. Ignore that. Watch this. If I go there, see it's gone. Isn't that cool? Move it off the screen, move it back on, the exclamation point goes away. It's a graphical hitch.
Talk to me.
All right, so we are trying to build this character up. Let me look at the neck piece for healing. It's a 3% upgrade. But for Feral, what's missing for Feral? Did I replace something and forget to save it? Probably. But this is a 14% for Feral, so I'll grab that. And then I will equip it. Equip this. And then I'll save that. Huh. Interesting. Wonder how long I've had that.
Interest you on a pint? What's on
Oh, shit. Oh, wow. That was funny. I clicked him and didn't even register it, but I clicked it. Alright, so now we're going to do some magic caster people. Now, I have the heirloom pants, so I'm not going to choose this unless it's... Yeah, it is the most expensive.
Watch your back.
So I can sell it for the most. And now I'm going to grab this quest, and I'll have 2 quests send me over to the caster, which is to the west. These Twilight cultists. I'm going to go up here first. Wow! Feel. Minister Finster is a character that's going to drop an orb that I need. He's one of 3 NPCs that will. There's the orb. Finster spherical. I really need to get some, what I really need to do is get a weak aura up on my screen, like right above this, that shows me my focus and or rage and or mana, depending on the class. I need to build that out. It's just something that I've had before, and I just haven't gotten around to fixing it on this in this version of the game yet. Because I don't want to have to look down here to see what my focus is. Oh, nice. Rare. Typically garbage. This character, the quest, listen to the tale. We'll get the
Work complete.
the prayer to a loon quest that we shall do down below. Very easy to do. Basically just like a little widget that you interact with and you finish the quest. Right there it is. Thank you very much. You get a nice fort buff from that. There's 2 enemies in this cave that I need to kill to drop 2 more spheres, and then I need 3 spheres for this quest right here. Questions 3 or 4? 3 should be good. If I let his health get down a little bit more. And poop. Dead. One, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 4. 1, 1, 2, 4. 1, 1, 4. And then I get that predatory swiftness buff. It lets me do cast my healing touch for free. Instant cast as opposed to the normal, very long cast. Boop. It's a huge heal. And boop. This guy, I could do a rip on him, and I might show you the rip. I'll do it with 3 combo points. It does melt him pretty quick. Get rid of that. Remove corruption, which is 6 on my keypad. Looks like I need 2 more Twilight collars from these guys. I'm going to tag him and move this way. Make him follow me out. So I don't have to deal with all that trash. Hello there, Mr. Kyoguribi. I don't care about interrupting cast because he cannot go. Rip on him. Break that. Changing form. Druid trick. Alright. Kill you. Basically, if you're CC'd, like if you're frozen or locked in place, you can basically swap out of whatever form you're in to a different one, whether it's, from cat to bear, bear to cat, cat to nothing, bear to nothing, nothing to one of those feral forms, Trant to Moonkin, whatever it is. Just changing forms to something that you're not will break that CC. It's kind of a convenient Druid hack. Now that I'm out here, let's go ahead and... I still see those 3 spots. So let me do this, and it'll remove those spots. There we go.
Complete.
Basically combine those 3 spheroids into one quest item. Which is right there. It's like a core, elemental core, right? From Argent Dawn up in Eastern Plaguelands.
You got my attention.
Not in.
Complete. Talk to me.
Turn this in. We're gonna head down there and do some quests down there.
Welcome.
You do this enough times, it becomes sort of like second nature. You get really fast at it. All right, now this is for restoration. No. We don't use that for restoration. No, those are all both bogus. Pawn is telling me the wrong things there, and I can basically just ignore it. Here. Say hello.
Off with you.
Give me your 3 quests. Jump down here. His
What's on your
quest.
mind?
We're gonna go this way first to this tower. We're gonna hit all 4 towers. We're gonna do things along the way. Kill these incendisaurs. Kill 6 of them. We don't really care about the damage anything does because we're in airwolves. We're basically super, super tanky. No matter what build we're in. It feels almost like cheating, but it's not. I'm gonna go up here. I don't really need to kill that lookout. The only reason it has an exclamation point on it is because it drops the bullets that I need 200 of them. Really? Oops. What was that? Oh. Vendor trash. Alright, I'll kill you. So what we really care about are the marksmen. We're going to kill them. We've killed 9 of them. See that right there? Dark Iron Marksmen, 9. Be the first one out of 9. Man, I needed more points there, didn't I? Kill a marksman, then loot the bullet chest here. The bullet thingy. Their ammo dump. I'm gonna sneak up here. I'm not gonna kill that guy because I don't need to. It's just a time waster. Guys are all time wasters. It's one of the beautiful things about really good stealth. Chambermaid pillow clencher. I should go kill her, shouldn't I? I'll go do that. I was going to show you that later, but I'll go do it now. Because I need to do that. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to get over to there. Whee! The fastest way to get to pillow clencher. Now, if someone else kills her, that's fine, because she drops a pillow on the ground that anyone can loot, and that's actually better because then I don't have to fight her. Fighting her is not difficult; it's just time-consuming because she has a lot of health. I would normally fight her at the end of this run to 53, but if someone else has looted the pillows and spawned her, I'd rather just take care of it now because there's a chance that when I loot the pillows that she won't spawn if someone has recently killed her. Like if she spawned within the last, I don't know what it is, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour or something, then she won't spawn and then I'll have to wait for someone else to come along. Kind of annoying. So I'd rather just do it now. I'm going to go over here. Hello. Hello, gentlemen. Actually, I want to be over there. Or actually, yeah, over there. This is the fastest way to pillow clencher. Come over here. Get off your mount. Jump down here. Jump through this opening. I'm going to go in here. Right? Oh, no, the other way. We want to be the one above. This is where we end up at the end of the Syrian Gorge quest line. Like right where I am is where you sort of end up at the end. But we're sort of backtracking from the end back into pillow clencher. Yep, she's right there. All right, well, let's kill these guys first. I can pull her this way without aggroing those guys. Oh, nice. Very nice. I'm going to let her bounce me around. Yeah, she does a lot of kicking. There's a lot of kicking you around. You don't want to have your back to something that's going to aggro you. You can avoid it. Now I will use Rip. Get a Rip on her. She doesn't do a lot of damage. She has a lot of health. We'll pop Berserk. Now she will like put a debuff on you that silences you. So if you're a caster, this can probably be enough. That right there. See that? When you're smothered, you can't cast you can't cast any magic spells. Whee! There we go. Now she drops this big blue pillow. We'll loot this. Start the quest. Boop.
Work complete.
Go back out the way we came in. Now, I would normally do this at the very end of my Searing Gorge run, right? But if I see that emote come up where she says, I'm here, basically, then I know someone else has looted those pillows and about 9 to 10 minutes has elapsed. So then I will just run down here and kill her, and then I can just, keep on doing what I'm doing. Because now I have it, I don't have to rely on, the timing and all that stuff. I'll just keep doing what I've been doing. Back up where I was. That was the thing that I realized as soon as I was up there and I saw that pillar clincher on one of my characters. I'm like, oh, that's right. She drops a thing and you can loot that thing and it gives you a really good item, which is basically a slow fall trinket, which is really nice to have. Like for a long time, it's really nice to have. I'll deal with those guys. Some here. Ivana's Landon Pillar. And I have it on so many characters. Because once I realized, that I'd forgotten about it, I was like, oh shit, I need to go get that on all my characters. Like all these leveling characters. And so I basically would get to the point where I would get her to spawn, but before then I would like log in on a bunch of other characters and like move them to right outside that hall, so that when I spawned her, I could just log over to them, right? I could like spawn her, kill her, and then I would log into those other characters, and they could just loot the pillow, because the pillow stays there for like 10 minutes. You can like kill her and the pillow drops, and then you're just like, okay, I'll just swap around to different characters. I did that one. Killed 9 of these guys. The thing about her is there's 3 things noteworthy about her. One, she has a lot of health, so it takes a while to kill her at her level. Secondarily, she does a knockback. You don't want to have your back to enemies. Like you don't want her to knock you into a group of enemies that are sort of off to the side or whatever. So make sure whatever's to your back is safe, right? You want to be able to back up and hit. Lastly, she doesn't hit very hard, so you're not going to die to her unless you let yourself get knocked into enemies. That's about all you need to know about Pillar Clencher. He's a very easy boss if you understand those 3 things. Like, super easy. When you see me doing healing touch like that, it's because I thought I got the predatory swiftness buff, but I didn't, so. There. Boop. I can heal myself for free. And we're just trying to get these. I need one more marksman. We'll do a rip. Get his health down faster.
Work complete.
Okay, this won't give me the 200, but this one will. Usually. Usually they drop 2, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get more from him. 3. Okay, that's good. Whatever it was enough. Okay, so now we're gonna go up and over the hill here. I only need 3 more fire gizzards and need these 2 towers over here. Get the gizzards. There's a huge pack of incendisaurs right here. So if you need to clean up on your gizzards, you can come here. He's tickling me with his breath. One more.
Work complete.
Mount up. Do these 2 towers real quick, and then we're done on this side. We'll do a little dance with Lunk. Yep, I knew he would pull. I could probably just go right to Mangle, couldn't I? Instead of wasting those points on Rake. But Rake, I think, does slow them, which is nice for runners. Just a good habit to get. Let me make sure. Pretty sure Rake slows them. Maybe it's a passive that does that. Yeah, there you go. Shred, Ravage, Maul, Mangle. Oh, it's Mangle that does it. Okay, well, not Rake. Okay, so I'll avoid using Rake.
Work complete.
Mount up. Shoot out over everybody. Whee! Now we have a bunch of quests to turn in. I do love Searing Gorge. I don't know why. It just... I love the fact that it has like this weird internal area, a cave below. It just tickles my world design desire for, you know, interestingness.
Great to meet you.
Novelty. I don't know what you want to call it. Need those? No. All right, let's go with the most expensive item, which is usually, I guess that is the most expensive.
Keep your feet on
Excellent.
You got my attention. Very good.
Boop. And is the best. No. Go with the gun.
Off with you. Work complete.
Weapons tend to bend for a lot more. Okay. Thank you, Lunk. Let's talk to 3 good dudes here. Hello, join our dance.
Good. Here there.
Join our goofy Chris
Watch
Farley
your
dance. From
Watch
Saturday Night
that
Live.
line.
That sketch where he's a
Work
stripper.
complete.
Wanting to strip for shit. What's the?
Hell out of here. Work complete.
Forget the name of it. It looks like a weird male stripper thing.
Interest you on a pint? Off with you.
It's Chippendales, the Chippendales auction. The ogre dance is Chris Farley from. Let me see if I can find it. Right there. Okay.
Interest you on a pint?
Super funny sketch. And this is Evenus.
Hello. Keep your feet on the ground.
She's going to give us the pilla. The pilla, not pillow. Pilla. See? Pilla. There. I'm going to save this as my feral set. I don't use it on resto because I don't really need it on resto. And we're going to now go into the cauldron. This is where I would normally come in and clear all the enemies, then loot 16 pillows, and then that would, within 10 minutes, it would spawn Pillow Puncher. But I don't need to do that, so it's nice. Someone else did it for me. I'm gonna wait a moment till I get a bunch of enemies. This flyer has a lot of health, so I don't need to worry too much. Just gonna wait for a moment. Come on, guys. Everybody spawn in. Come on, you can do it. More. More spawns. There we go. Boop. 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 And boop.
Work complete.
See, it even leaves some behind. It's kind of funny. They just sort of get stuck there.
What's on your mind?
All right, so this is better than what we have. Excellent.
Be good. Well,
So we don't pants. Feral, 21%. Excellent. Thank you, Pawn. I will be killing all these guys rather than trying to free them because you don't get XP when you free them. You don't get XP when you kill them. And I want me oncey the XP. Just don't fall in the lava. One of the first times down in this area, I had a guildie from my old guild that was sort of like taking us through, and he fell in the lava twice. Kind of humorous and sad at the same time. He was like 10 levels up above us. He was like 65 or something. This was back in BC, the original thing. And he was like, yeah, I can take you guys through there. Because, you know, the quests were all different now. Should just go right to Manga, shouldn't I? This rake is a waste of whatever focus, rage, not rage, focus. It's focus, right? I think it's focus, like hunters. It's the same color as hunters. What I could do is just come in here and do bear form. Ooh. Oh, I need to put taunt on T. I don't have my frenzy regeneration yet, so I just have to hit a rejuve at the end of this. This tends to be a little bit faster for these for packs of lower level enemies. One rejuve should be good. Let me put taunt on here. Where is it? I have to remember what it's called. Growl. There we go. Now, I'm not a guardian build, so obviously I don't have like optimal tankiness, but I have most of what I need to be tanky, including mostly gear, which is the important part. Of course, I can always hit rejuve. It brings me right back up. Bleed on them. Oh, this is a nice grouping over here. Come on, guys, stay with me. Don't run away. Some things they will reset if you don't hit them enough. I'm gonna get everything here. I think I'm all right. Things will be dying soon enough that I don't have to worry about the health so much. See, my health is coming back now. And one rejuve. Okay, I'm done with slaves. And I only need 2 more dark iron taskmasters or slavers. So I don't really need those guys. I'll have more here in a moment. Let's kill these things. Thank you. So prepare for this, why not? There's multiple enemies. And it's fun.
Work complete.
Now I only have 2 more of these guys to kill. Excellent. 1 more. It's probably the key, right? This key. You already have one of those items. You can't loot it. That's usually what it means. That stupid outhouse key. Yeah. Because it's no longer a quest item. Okay, now I'm going to loot the pillows.
Met. See you soon.
Which will probably not spawn the boss.
Safe travels.
Clear out these guys first. So let's do this in bear form. It's easier and faster. Need 16 pillows. 1, 2, 3. Now, if the pillow clencher event has reset, then I'll get a spawn of enemies at like 40 seconds after looting the first pillow. Now, if they don't spawn, it means that the event has not reset, and then it's probably a good thing that I killed her already, right? Because otherwise I have to sit here and wait for a while to start looting these pillows. Like I'd probably have to drop the quest and re-get it after like 20 minutes or 30 minutes even. And I don't want to wait that long. But we'll see if they spawn. If they do, then I think that means that she will also spawn like 9 minutes after I start looting these. Or 9 minutes and 30 seconds, or whatever it's linked to, whether it's the first pillow or the last pillow or whatever.
Complete.
Okay, so let's wait and see if anything spawns. They'll usually spawn on this end first, and then the second group will spawn up there like 4 minutes later. I'll go ahead and grab these guys first. Kill them while I'm waiting. The idea is to use this to put a bleed on them, like the thrash, and then just sort of single target them with mangle, maul, because I don't have the glyph for maul to do 2 enemies, and then lacerate just puts like a bleed on them, right? And then you can stack it up to 3 times, so you can like lacerate, 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 which is usually what you do on a boss. So yeah, it's not reset because these guys would be spawning by now. So it's a good thing I killed her before. Now the trick I learned by accident on this one. There we go. Is you go to this guy, you say, let's do this. Let's take out mouth. Okay, he's going to take out Twilight Lord, right?
Off with you.
So I can just focus on this guy. I don't have to worry about those guys with a massive amount of health. I will pop my... See how he took that one enemy out? Since I hit Berserk, I have a lot of focus. You want to use Berserk when you reduce the cost of all abilities by 50%. So you basically can cast almost forever. It's amazing. We still haven't had a red text emote, right? From the pillow people. So it's a good thing that I killed her when I did. We're gonna jump down here. Sometimes there's a rare spawn in the lava, but there's not this time, so we won't worry about him.
You got my attention.
All these guys. We have to kill 6 of these guys, and then we have to basically wound the boss down here, and then use this item on him, which I've now bound to the enter key on my keypad. As soon as I see the emote or the on-screen alert, he needs to be banished, then I can go ahead and hit enter, and that should banish him. Out of 6. That one. Now I'm 53. Right on schedule. Again, we're looking to just wound him. We're not looking to kill him. If we kill him, then it resets and you have to wait for him to respawn. Sadly, Berserk is not ready yet. There we go. Enter and banish.
Work complete.
And we're done.
Work complete.
Heal up. Zerg our way out of here. In prowl mode, so we don't aggro any more enemies. Thank you, dash. Alright, you get out of it. I don't think there's a difference in speed, right? Or maybe dash is faster when you're in stealth, I forget. Seems like it is sometimes. Now we do have the pillow, so I'll show you how that works. Right there. So shift, and then I hit the enter key on my keypad. So we slow fall for 10 seconds. Fantastic trinket. It's like having a engineering parachute in a way. But much, much, much sooner. And not as an engineering, which is nice. We're all done with this character now. Now what I have to do is clean him up. So what that means is I need to prepare him for his next phase. To do that, I will go get all the flight paths in Burning Steps. I'll turn in these 2 quests in Burning Steps as well. Then I will send him off to his next point of interest, which is the Swamp of Sorrow. Set his hearth there so he can return to it in any moment. Go get a couple more flight paths, actually 4 more, and then head off to Stormwind and park him for later. Turn in Lunk's quest. That gives me a nice trinket that I probably won't need. Really, really, really nice neck trinket. Or neck, not trinket. From that quest. With that. Barrel save. And sadly, I'm not a tank. Otherwise, this would be, nice-ish trinket. Probably not really good compared to these trinkets now, but And of course, there's other trinkets that would be better than that now for tank, which would be like, are they in the game yet? Pure resilience. Later on, they have like one that gives you, it's not in the game right now. Nope, it's not in the game yet. Come Draenor, there will be a trinket, void something, that gives you like,
Great to
is
meet
it
ya.
mastery? I forget. But it gives you something that is nice for tanks. You hit it and it gives you like a temporary buff. I forget what it is. It's in retail. You can go look for it. It's like void tendrils or something that like grabs things and damages them or something. The other thing I was thinking of changing, which is replace this with grace, right? Glyph of aquatic form. But I need to go make that. Don't I? Yeah, I need to go make that on Brill. I need to make like 12 of them or 11 of them for all the characters. That way when I do something like what I just did, where I jump down from a high spot on a mount, I don't take a shit ton of damage because the grace effect that I would get in feral form applies no matter what I'm doing, which is a nice little passive effect to have. You know, when I was leveling these druids originally, like they were like level 10, I thought I'll be swimming a lot. No, I almost never swim. So the having 50% speed boost when in aquatic form has been a fairly useless glyph. So that was a misfire that I will fix before I level these guys much farther, sorry. Or is it further? It might be further. Yeah, I think it's further because it's not really a distance thing. Use farther when it's distance. Use further everywhere.
Talk to me. Watch your back.
What can I do for you? Or the Alliance?
Just like use
You got my
less
attention?
when you
Wait.
cannot count the items. Use fewer when you can count them. It's a good rule of thumb for knowing when to use less and fewer. Like you don't say less people, you say fewer people. Because you can actually count people. You can say less corn because you don't count corn. There's not like 7 corn, right? It's like 7 pounds of corn. But if you say 7 kernels of corn, then you would say fewer kernels of corn, but less corn. So if you can count it, use less. If you don't normally count it, or if you can't count it, use less. Good rule of thumb for grammarians out there. Use it enough and you'll just develop an instinct where you immediately know the right one to use. Sort of like how if you're learning like French or something, you just, after a while, you instinctively know when to use le and la, whether it's a masculine or feminine noun.
What's
right?
on your mind?
I don't know that. I just remember learning from French, being completely befuddled back in high school about whether a noun was masculine or feminine. It seems so weird to me. I think I learned many of them at the time, but I couldn't tell you right now which nouns are masculine or which ones are feminine. But of course, a French person would just know that intuitively, right? It makes sense to their brain. And I'm sure if you speak French for a few years, it would just make sense to your brain. You just instinctively know which things would be masculine, which things would be feminine, and which things would be neuter, right? I think there's some neuter items there. But it's the same thing with less and fewer. After a while, using it correctly, you just instinctively know when to use less and when to use fewer. Same thing with farther and further. You just sort of know. It's weird. Of course, with farther and further, I sometimes get stymied in the moment, and then I have to think about it for a second. Now, the one that really confuses me still is lie versus lay.
Work complete.
And my wife actually corrects me on that sometimes.
Great.
I will use lie when I should use lay. And it makes no sense to my brain.
How are you?
Like,
Work complete.
wait, it's not lie, it's lay? She's like, yeah, it's lay. I'm like, oh, that makes no sense to my brain. For some reason, like, it's in there in my brain as lie in this situation. I will go lie down, right? I think, that's not correct, right? I will go lay down. That's what's grammatically correct. Isn't that right? It's weird. I still
not
don't.
waste my
My
time.
brain still can't wrap itself around it. I mean, I understand if I'm the person holding an object and I want to put it on the ground, I will lay it down, right? That's fine. I will lay it on the ground. That makes sense to me. But if I'm doing the laying or lying, my brain goes lie. I will go lie down. That's what makes sense to my brain. We're already almost halfway to 54. That's wonderful. So you can see if I look back over my characters, why they're all like 53, 54. I think this one I hit 53 before the Dark Moon Fair, and then she did her Dark Moon Fair stuff. Anything that says 54 is probably because of the Dark Moon Fair, right? They were 53 before I did the 2 profession dailies, or maybe the second profession daily.
Time is money, friend.
And that sort of bumped them from 53 to 54
What's up?
because
Have a
doing
good
one
one.
cycle of profession dailies will get you, when you have all heirlooms, will get you almost half a level. It's fantastic.
Talk to me.
In fact, I'm sort of, I did the math and I can actually get all of my characters that are 87. I'm actually going to level him to 88. But if you're at level 88 right now, like this Brickens, he'll be 100 or he'll be 90 by the time Draenor comes out, just from doing Dark Moon Fair quests, right? Bog paddle. Yes, there we go. So, did I get this? I forget. I was monologuing. You caught me monologuing. Nope, didn't get it.
Time is money,
Nope.
friend.
It's a Invincibles reference. You caught me monologuing. Or whatever it is, the Pixar thing. Is it Invincibles? I forget. It's the superhero family, whatever they're called. The bad guy, the bad kid that grows up to be the bad guy, you know, the nemesis. He's like, you caught me monologuing again.
How are you?
It's like like a villain trope that they worked in an obvious way that was very funny. Villains like to monologue to show how smart they are. And that tends to be their undoing, right? So it's a funny trope. How about some music? There we go. Right now I'm just picking up flight paths for later. It's something I do to sort of, quote, clean up a character after I've been leveling. Sort of run around and grab flight paths of areas that he should know, you know, if he had quested in this area for, you know, proper questing. Or will quest in this area. Because he'll actually be sent over to the harborage here. Or the arborage, if that's how you want to pronounce it.
May the light
Okay, so now we're
embrace
gonna
you.
fly to
May
Lakeshire.
your days be long.
And we'll go pick up the other 2 flight paths in eastern Lakeshire. That is worthless. Doesn't do anything anymore. send these to Britch. These will go to... Oh, wow, Mithril Spurs. Nice. These will go to the auctioneer. The auction gal. Auction gal, auction gal. Vend, auction gal. These will be automatically vended when I open up my mount here in a moment. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, sell these two. They're green. Vended. Damn it, go away. Alright, now, I think that's... sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. Okay, pants we don't keep. We don't use agility and restoration. And these are definitely not an upgrade. No, that goes away. That goes away. Now I have the trinket. And I'll deal with mailing things later. And that. I'm going to grab this flight path and that flight path. Because it's fun to have them. And they're easy to get now. It actually makes flying between Stormwind and Bog Powder, these areas, it tends to clean up the flight paths a bit. Later on in BFA, they have a toy that you can buy from the heirloom vendor that gives you all the flight paths in a continent. Let's just do this real quick. Sorry, sidetrack. Boop, boop. There we go. This is for materials, because you can actually get really nice materials from these things sometimes, and also the fishing book. So this is as far as I know, this is the only way to get the book that teaches you how to track fish. Is just by fishing pools like this. Of course, I'm in a zone that drops like garbage like that. I mean, it's only worth 20 silver, right? But still, I want the book. Right in the pool. Right in the pool. There we go. Oh, come on, man. Give me a case and a mithril box. What did I get? A tightly sealed trunk. I don't think I can get a... Can I get a book from a tightly sealed trunk? I don't know. I'm disappointed. Want a trunk. Not bad. Alright, that was worthless. Well, not worthless, but not what I was hoping for. Sort of not worth the time it took to
You need something?
in a way. So there's that one. I'm burping beer farts. Beer burps. These came from the dwarves, the dark iron dwarves that Lunk sat on to like suffocate them. So they're basically loot that a rogue would get when they pickpocket. And they usually have like rogue materials like for creating poisons, which are no longer
Good day
needed
to you.
at all. So I'll send them to Britch, which is my rogue, and they'll probably just be vendor trash. But, you know, you never know. You might get something nice out of it. So I always try to hold on to them and send them and open them and see if there's any little surprises. Usually not, but, you know, occasionally something nice will pop up. And now I'm done. I'm done with this character. I'm going to basically hide these and just clean up the inventory, and that's about it. And then at that point, all my characters are 53 or higher. So we're going to look at the levels here. The lowest levels are Auction Gal and Auctioneer. This is the new auctioning tune. This is the old one. I can't get rid of them because they are the guild master of the guild. But I do need to find a way to transfer the guild over. Like, I'll have to open a second account to do it again. Like, pay for 1 month. But that's a very, very low priority. So for now, this is still the guild master. They don't sell anything, but this character does. They're a druid as opposed to a priest, because when I made this character, you couldn't be a cat until level 20. So there was no sense in leveling a cat. But I did this character like 2-3 weeks ago, and you can become a cat at level 6. So that lets you go back and forth between the mailbox and the auctioning tune, like the NPC, much, much faster. So now I just, you know, use this character to sell things. And this character is just sort of like the guild master that does nothing. You can see I haven't been on them in 3 days. But you can see 53 and higher. So all good. Yay, doing all the things. Now, at some point soon, probably before I level them any further, I will cycle through all the characters and send them enough gold so that they have 500 gold each, because they will need to buy their mounts. Oh, nice. Sweet. Garbage, still. Okay, so hit A for Auction Gal. I'm going to basically mail out all the things. Oh, can't mail that. Mail out what I can. Vend the rest. I don't do those on Classic. Maybe retail, but not on Classic. These go to Rich. This goes to Brickens, who is the disenchanter. And I think I'm done here. The guild bank now looks like my own private guild bank. You can see I'm stockpiling rune cloth and rune cloth bolts, and herbs. This is, I think, the precise number of herbs I need to level up. Okay, I should be good for a little bit on all these characters. Well, let's go look at. I'm done here. Yes. Let's go check the auction character. It's amazing that people still buy spider meat. I've been holding out selling these. See, these are all my listings. I'm selling hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these mage weave. The price will come up. It just takes time. Gotta be patient. You never want to be in a hurry to sell. If you have something that you know can go back up a lot. and you have a lot of it, like I do. Cities for that price. Oh, nice, mithril spurs. Be interesting if someone actually buys it for that price. No, I don't want to sell it for this price. Actually, I want to bump down to maybe this price.
Good health. Long life.
I'll check Jasperton real quick. He's my sort of... he was originally, when I first created this posse of crafting alts in this guild called Crafters Anonymous, which is my guild. This guy was sort of the one that I would send everything to, and he would throw stuff in the guild bank. That way, other characters could be out in the world, and they wouldn't have to be by a bank. But now, I just sort of, when he's in stasis, right? Because he's leveled to where he needs to be, and he's building rest bonus, which he is now at. He's now at 25 bubbles. When he gets to 30 bubbles, he'll be ready to level. But until then, he's just sort of parked. But now I sort of come in here and I see the pricing on things. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Netherweave cloth was down to 10 silver earlier today. And I bought a crap ton of it. Between 10 and 20 silver. Now it's up to 90 silver. It's amazing. I could vend a bunch, or I could, not vend, but I could try to sell a bunch, but waiting for this to come down to like 1 gold. Waiting for this to go up to hit my price target. I think I have enough Frostweave for now, so I'm good. I'm not going to be using any Ember Silk or Windwool to level these characters. They'll basically be using Dark Moon Fair. Once they reach about 350 to 400 in that area, they will basically just be doing Dark Moon Fair to get all the way to 600. Because by then, they'll be able to, right? 5 every week, basically. For 50 weeks, that's 250. So once they hit 350 to 400, they should be good all the way to the end. And that's it. That's how I've been leveling these characters. And my gold right now, ignore the 301,000. That's the actual guild that I'm not a guild master of. I'm just a member of it, right? Because I joined that back during was it late Wrath of the Lich King, early Kata? I don't remember. But Crafters Anonymous is my guild. So I own personally 78,000 gold plus another almost 12,000 gold if you add up all the numbers above, right? So that should be good enough to get, whatever materials I need, flight training for level 60, and, I need to make sure that they all get exalted with Stormwind so that all of their master level flight training, or not master, but whatever the level 71 is, master is 80. Whatever the level 70 flight training or 68 for flight form is 4,000 gold. Because I don't want to spend any more than that. So you have lots of Frostweave ready to go. I have all of these, but I probably won't use them. I was collecting these just to collect them for a while. But in retrospect, in hindsight, I probably won't need them. I probably won't need any of this either, right? I transmuted all of this when I was, first leveling in Kata. And again, I was set off on a certain path, and I probably won't need it when it all comes down to it. I can probably get to 600 on everybody for everything just by doing Dark Moon Fair quest. I'll look at skills. You see these guys are almost all the way there, right? These guys need to get to 350-ish / 400-ish, somewhere between 350 and 400, and then they'll be good, right? I don't need to do any more leveling on them. I'll get 5 points every week without fail just by doing the cheap and easy Dark Moon Fair quests. And while they're doing that, they're also getting more tickets, which end up translating to buying the heirloom upgrade tokens, or whatever you want to call them, that I will then later in WoW 6.1, I will go in and apply to these items, and that will level them up so that they go from 1 to 90, right? And then later on, 1 to 100 when Legion comes out. I'll have plenty of tickets for the tokens that let me upgrade my heirlooms. So I'm golden, I'm good, don't need to do anything more. And that's it for tonight. And thank you for joining, and Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
You there. Check out that noise.
Check out that noise.